Today we're gonna be taking a look and comparing the new Carcano M91, which came to Battlefield 1 along with Turning Tides DLC, to the Gewehr M95, which was there from the beginning. And why did I decide to go for those snipers and not the others? Because those two are the only two snipers in the game that don't have a sweet spot mechanic. It means they both don't have any specific range at which they could damage the opponent for 100 HP by shooting them in the chest. This essentially means that if you want to kill someone using either the Gewehr M95 or the Carcano M91, you will always have to go for the headshot to guarantee yourself that if the guy is 100 HP, you will get a one-shot kill. But which of those rifles is actually better? Before Turning Tides DLC came out, we didn't really have that problem, because while other snipers offered sweet spot, the Gewehr M95 offered us higher rate of fire, which was the compensation for the lack of sweet spot. And now that Carcano came to the game, people are confused, because they both offer high rate of fire and they both don't have sweet spot. So which one is better then? If you take a look at the statistics of both weapons, you will notice that Carcano is pretty much better in everything except for the damage. It isn't straight destroying the Gewehr, but still, it is slightly better, so why not take advantage of that? For example, if you compare the rate of fires, the Carcano has 73 rounds per minute and the Gewehr M95 has only 66, but then again, the difference is insignificant. And the same goes for the magazine size, because while Carcano has 6 rounds in the magazine, the Gewehr has 5, and the difference of one bullet isn't really that much. And pretty much the exact same thing goes for their muzzle velocities. Carcano can fire bullets at 700 meters per second, and the Gewehr can do the same at 620 meters per second. The difference of 80 meters per second in muzzle velocities, again, isn't really that much if you consider that those snipers are designed for the close quarter engagements. You're not supposed to go for the long range sniping with them. Of course, once you end up in a situation where you actually need to shoot someone on the longer range, it will be easier to do it with Carcano, but the Carcano doesn't guarantee you a one-shot kill into the head on the longer distances. And I can't say the same thing about the Gewehr M95. Every single time I shot someone into the head, even on the extremely long distances, that being between 300 or 400 meters, alright, I know it's not that extreme, but we are talking about close quarter snipers here, so I think we can leave it at that. But the point is, it's always been one shot into the head and the guy was already in deployment screen, even when the guy was full HP. And with the Carcano, if you shoot someone on the longer distance into the head, it will only deal 97 damage. It is probably related to the maximum and minimum damage of those weapons, because the Gewehr M95 wins over the Carcano here. It's got a 90 damage compared to the 85 of Carcano, and while it might seem like it's not that big of a difference here, when it comes to the minimum damage, it's got 79 compared to the 54 of the Carcano. It's a huge difference. It's almost like the Gewehr deals 50% more minimum damage. So as you can see guys, statistically wise, the Carcano M91 is a direct upgrade to the Gewehr M95, but only if you use it on the close range. But that's only when it comes to the statistics, because we haven't talked about weapon variants yet. And this is where the Gewehr M95 simply crushes the Carcano. While the Gewehr is available in 3 variants, and that being the infantry one with iron sights, the carbine one with normal sights, and then the marksman one with scope, the Carcano is only available in carbine variant. Well, at least it is called the carbine variant, but in reality it is actually the infantry one, because it doesn't offer a sight. So as you can see, there is a lot more variety when it comes to Gewehr, and with the Carcano, you've only got one variant, and if you like it or not, you have to play with it if you want to use the Carcano. So now you're probably wondering, then which one is better, the Carcano with its better statistics, or the Gewehr with its better variants? I'd put it this way: if you want to go extremely close and play only up close, go for the Carcano. You will benefit from better statistics and you won't need a sight because it's a short range anyway. But if you're not exactly sure if you want to go only up close and sometimes you want to fight other snipers on the medium range, I'd go for the Gewehr. It's really hard to pick the better rifle in this comparison, because both of them are pretty much exactly the same. Personally, I'd always go for the Gewehr because of it having the marksman variant. And you might hate me for saying this, but I don't enjoy sniping with iron sights because heads are smaller and it's harder to hit the target. Plus, I don't really enjoy the feeling of shooting with the Carcano. I can't really explain it because I don't know what exactly causes it, but I just like the Gewehr more. And that would be it for this video, guys. Before you click off, let me know down in the comments which sniper do you prefer to play with, and as always, if you enjoyed, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and I see you on the battlefield.